Hey kids, welcome to section 1.3, weekly time card. Today we're going to learn how to calculate the total hours on a weekly time card. Why is it important to accurately record your hours at work? Well, if you don't record your hours at work correctly, then you're not going to get paid the right amount. So it's really important that you look. Now, some companies have you clock in and clock out in a time card, kind of like the one in the picture, where you have a physical piece of paper that you punch in and out. And other places you clock in and out on the computer. So every workplace is different. You just got to make sure that you're recording your hours correctly. Otherwise, you might not get all the money that you deserve. At your job at the cinema, you're required to keep track of your hours on a weekly time card. This is the daily record of the time you report to work and the time you depart. You compute the hours worked each day, and at the end of the week, you add the number of daily hours to find the total number of hours worked. If you do not work an entire hour, round your time to the nearest quarter hour. So for instance, if you only work 10 minutes, that's closest to 15 minutes, so we're going to use 0.25. Let's make this a little smaller. If you work 30 minutes, that's only going to be 0.5. So half an hour is 0.5. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour, so 3/4 is 0.75. Then to find your total hours worked, you're going to add all of the daily hours together. Okay, here's an example. John Kim works in a hospital gift shop. Use his time card to find the total hours worked each day and his total hours for the week. Round off the total hours each day to the nearest quarter hour. And if he earns $8.75 per hour, what is John's total pay for the week? Well, let's see, on Monday, he worked 6:45 to 11:30. So we got to figure out how many hours and minutes that is. Well, 6:45 to 10:45 would be 4 hours. And you need another 45 minutes, so that's 0.75. So 4 hours and 0.75. So that doesn't mean 4 hours and 75 minutes. Remember, minutes are 60 and decimals are out of 100, so you kind of have to change it a little bit. If you're going 12 p.m. to 3:45, that's 3 hours and 45 minutes, so 3.75. So now if I add those together, 4.75 and 3.75, that gives me 8.5 hours. All right, let's do Tuesday. This one's a little bit easier, 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. That's 4.5 hours, so 4.5. 12 p.m. to 3:45, that's 3 hours and 45 minutes, so 3.75. When I add 4.5 and 3.75 together, I get 8.25. Okay, if I do Wednesday, let's see. Well, 6:56 is not a quarter, so it's closer to 7 than it is to 6:45. So 7 to 11:45 is 4 hours and 45 minutes, so 4.75. 12:30 to 4, okay? 12:30 to 3:30 would be 3 hours, and I need another half hour, so I need another 0.5. So 4.75 and 3.5, that gives me 8.25 again. All right, 6:45 to 12:50. Well, 12:50 is not a quarter hour. That would be 12:45. So 6:45 to 12:45, that would be 6 hours. 1:50, well, that's not a quarter hour. So that's closest to 1:45. So let's see, 1:45 to 2:45 would be an hour. I need another 15 minutes, so that's another 0.25. So now 6 and 1.25 is 7.25. Looks like he was slacking a little bit that day. All right, 7:10. Well, that's closest to 7:15. And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be AM. So 7:15 to 11:15 would be 4 hours. I need another 15 minutes, so that's 2.5. Let's see, 12:30. Well, 4:25 is not, so I got to make that 4:30. So 12:30 to 4:30, that's 4 hours. So 4.25 and 4, that's 8.25. All right, so to find the total hours, I'm going to add those guys up. If I do that, I get 40.5 hours. Now it does say that he earns $8.75 per hour. What's his total pay? So total pay, you're going to take the number of hours and you're going to multiply it by how much he earned an hour, $8.75. If I do that, I get a grand total of $354.38. Okay, so be very careful with all your quarter hours and check your math because it's really easy to make a small mistake. All right, let's look at example 2. Find Ray Bells' total pay for the week. All right, so this time we have a chart over here, and we have a chart over here that's going to help us find our gross earnings. Now notice we have overtime pay today. That's something we learned about in the last section. All right, Monday, 6 to 11, well, that's 5 hours. And 12 to 6, that's 6 hours. So that gives us a total of 11 hours that on Monday. 6 to 12:30 is 6 hours and 30 minutes, so 6.5. And 1 to 5 is 4 hours, so that's 10.5. 5:45 to 11:15. Well, 5:45 to 10:45 would be 5 hours. I need another half hour, so that's 0.5. And then 11:45 to 4:30. Well, 11:45 to 3:45 would be 4 hours. I need another 45 minutes, so that's 7.5. When I add that together, I get 10.25. All right, 6:15 to 12:15, that's 6. And 1:15 to 4:30. Well, 1:15 to 4:15 would be 3 hours. I need another 15 minutes, so that's 2.5. So add those, you get 9.25. All right, 7 to 12, that's 5 hours. And 1 to 5, that's 4 hours. That gives me 9. Boy, every day he works less and less. Saturday, he puts in some extra hours. That's 5. Well, total hours worked for the week. You had a busy week. That's 55 hours. All right, now we need to find his total pay. Well, he gets $9.25 per hour for regular pay. And he earns time and a half, 1.5 times the regular pay hours for anything over 40. So that means he's working 40 regular hours. And if he works 55 total hours and 40 of them are regular, then 15 of them are overtime. Well, his regular hourly rate is $9.25. His overtime rate is double, or is time and a half. So $9.25 times 1.5, that's going to give me 13.875 an hour. And I know that's 3 decimals, but it is the most accurate. So 13.875. Also, you only need to round to 2 decimals when it's like the final answer. Okay, so if I multiply 40 hours times 9.25, I get $370. If I multiply 15 hours by $13.875 an hour, I get $208.13. If I add those together, I get a grand total for the week of $578.13. All right, that is how to calculate a time card. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep calm and keep trucking.